Welcome back, gamers, to another episode of the Yeet Federation. Today we're diving into Rome Total War, and I want to show off some more teamwork vids and hopefully teach you guys some new tactics. Alright, let's begin. We have me playing Tylis, we have Nervii being played by Blackfoot, we have Getae being played by Thunder, and Carthage being played by Wild Sweet. And then on the enemy's team, I do not have their names, but we'll see it at the end. We have Massilia, Galatia, Suebi, and we don't see much for Armenia yet. We just see his artillery. Now, I don't recommend this, but Blackfoot really loves doing it, so I don't really say anything because everyone deserves to play the game the way they want to. But Guerrilla Swordsman auto-deploy right on the ladders to get into Armenia's arty is, yes, that's a good thing. You can do it really quickly, but the bad part about that is you're kind of wasting a 700 unit for an arty, and they'll kill a lot of these scouts. Trust me, they're gonna get their damage in. Are we doing the breach already? All artillery is being used by the enemy and none are being used by us. This guy was trying to shoot so far over here. I think he's hitting these spears, right? Yeah, he's hitting the spears. Now, always bring at least one, like 2 to 3 first tier units, such as Levy Freeman or anything. So that way, y'all have a very good consolidation of Levy Freeman to watch for Sally out. You can hold the gate off as you're burning the towers over here. Always. And on this attack, this is very needed. Burn this fucking tower or capture it. Okay? Because I prefer to burn it, or I mean, if they don't hold you here, I recommend just taking it at this point, because the tower will actually shoot over here and hit the archers. But we got 1, 2 Syrians right there. We have this Gallic being vaporized, not paying attention. Guys, always pay attention to your archers at the start. Because, yeah, you just shot off your first volley and he's already down to, what, 69, 67 men? And you're going against Cretans with Gallics. Do not recommend that. Cretans will devastate you. Why aren't they shooting? See, sometimes the AI in the game is pretty stupid. But I'm pretty sure Wild takes... So, this is also a type... A lot of people like putting archers up here. So at the start, if you have Gallic hunters, put all 4 here. And a Guerrilla Swordsman to take out this tower, and put a wall up here. You can get usually like the first 3 shots on the Gallics or whatever's up here. So before they even can shoot your men, you've already taken out. You already shot 3 volleys into them. What I recommend is also, if there's 3 Gallics up here and you have 3 Cretans, have 1 attack each. Because you're killing more archers, which means 1 less arrow out of that volleys of 15 shots are going to hit your men. If you can get them all down to 30 men each, I would just pull your men off of them. Because now you're just versing 1 full archer if they have 4 Gallics up there. It's not about the kill, it's something about rendering that unit useless. See, I'm pulling up infantry over here to lock them inside. Pretty sure we sent this video, and I sent this video to Ellington, which again, I want to do another shout out to that man. He is literally a gift from God. He's a nice person, extremely nice person. Very big. He's got about 10k subs and everything. He's growing, and honestly, he actually cares for his fans and will work with them, help them out if he can. He did a shout out for us, and all I had to do was ask. He will help his friends and his fans out as much as he can. So we ended up burning it. And then we're going to do a breach right here. Take out this corner piece, which will do 2 wall segments, so it'll be big. And then we go in. And again, I am the breacher, as always. So I think it's me, and I think Carthage is going to send his Gallic warriors over to me. Oh, they're already over here. They're already lined up, ready to go in. Think they can have 4 or 3. 1, 2. Is it 4? It is 4. Okay, Carthage can have 4. And the one thing on defense that everybody overlooks is with Carthage, if you're defending, bring the 4 Iberian swords. Don't just trust me on that. They have 7 volleys each of javelins, and they'll murder anything they throw at. And then you bring the 4 Gauls as well. So you use the Gallic warriors as your shield while you're javying. And once the Iberian swords are out of their javies, send them into melee and pull the Gauls back so you can use their javies. And try not to take archer fire with the Iberian swords, because archer fire will wreck you. But as you see, we're working as a united front. I haven't even seen Armenia. None of us have even seen Armenia yet. Like, he's somewhere. But oh, speaking of Armenia, never mind. There's a mercenary Cappadocian Cav, which these mercenary Cappadocian Cav are one of the best melee Cavs in the game. They're cheap and they're very, very, very effective. Like, you charge that into archers, that archer's not getting away. Hell, you can throw it into some shock Cav. That shock Cav ain't getting away. But which is why I think this fight right here is smart. If I remember right, Thunder takes the charge with his shock Cav, which beats the charge on. Oh, never mind. There's more. They have Cappadocia, Noble Blood Cav, two Cappadocians. So the 2 mercenary Cappadocian Cav that they have Armenia can bring, and he also has a Noble Blood melee Cav with them. The Noble Blood melee Cav is okay. It does its job if you're going full commit with a sally of horses. I recommend bringing the Noble Cataphracts, not the Noble, but the Eastern Cataphracts is what I meant to say. Bring them, and bring some Noble Blood Cav. The Cappadocians are great and all, but Noble Cav is cheaper. And the Noble Cav, what that's meant for is to cycle out your shock Cav. If you don't, it could be bad. A lot of mistakes I see with sallies with Cav are they just bring shock Cav and expect that to win. Which you can. Saba, by all means, can do that. Oh! Blackfoot hit one of my men. How could you kill my own tribals? Killed 3 of them. They didn't even get to see combat yet. Alright, so Tylis was a barbarian faction over in Turkey. You have Carthage, which, if you don't know where anyone is, if you don't understand where Carthage is from, they were where Morocco is. You have Getae, who's from the northern Greek barbarians. They fought Thrace a lot in history. And then Nervii is a German faction. Germany at this time had a lot of tribes in it. You had the Suebi, you had Nervii, you had Boii, and I could be wrong with this statement, but I'm pretty sure. Hold on a second. There's another barbarian faction from Germany. Suebi, Nervii, Boii, and there's another one. I'm just not thinking of it. It can't come to my head. I'm pretty sure there's another one. If not, then it was 3 tribes, which the Suebi, in my opinion, was the best out of the 3. Is the best, but and this is a big but, they are very weak to archer fire, and if you bring a really good composition, you'll be fine. These are their best infantry, a swordmaster, and honestly, I love swordmasters. They are great. They will tear through anything. Like, Galatia is an okay faction. They're more medium tier. Like, their highest tier is like a Galatian Legionnaire, and they're only 800. And they can go toe-to-toe with a few heavy infantry. They can go toe-to-toe with tribals, but tribals in the end are going to win that fight. Now, to anyone asking why I put my towers right there, normally I would put a fan, like a wall over here, because these archers from shooting up here will actually still shoot the towers if you have your archers here, like close to them, and you can make them waste ammo. Oh, we're just waiting. We're forming up before anything happens. I'm going in with my... Oh, so close. I think Thunder was having a hard time hitting the wall, and eventually he just said screw it, and I think we're about to see Nervii take that shot. Because sometimes this angle can be a pain in the butt to hit, because he's also shooting from this far away. Oh, where was it? Where's his arty? Is that it? Yeah. So he's shooting from all the way over here. That's still a long shot. To also aim your arty and actually shoot only one and manually fire it, all you have to do is click on it and hit insert. That would be that 6 cluster buttons right above your arrow keys. They insert in there. But so far, it's a little slow start because it kept giving us a hard time because Thunder couldn't hit that. And then eventually, oh, he's just saying, oh my god, it doesn't even hit it. I think Blackfoot eventually I know Blackfoot does something. My general is on Blackfoot's artillery just in case they get past us, and I can defend it for him. Enough so I can get a cab over there and help. Jesus, Thunder. Nervii has a lot more gorilla swords, right? Yeah, he tends to only bring gorilla swords because, well, it's Blackfoot and he likes doing what he does. Chasing it inside. What about the cav that is over here? Did they sally over yet? No. Is there a cav fight? Nope, not yet. I know there's a huge fight that happens over there. But I think what they were trying to do was get this cab over here pulled back. Did Massilia bring the right general? He did. The Massilian cav, which... Alright, newer players, if you're going to use Massilian cav in large funds, just know they're going to be dropped pretty quickly. So, what we do is we usually have these towers as a bluff. So it keeps them having to focus here, and we just keep moving. This person keeps moving down eventually, and he'll eventually land over here once we have this area, and we can keep pushing over. That way we have a full army ready for final tier, because we're not seeing Armenia. So we're trying to figure out where that whole army is. So I'm pretty sure Armenia will be over here in the corner. But we're trying to force Galatia, Massilia, and Suebi to force more men this way. And if I'm right, once I get a full foothold right here, we're going to move these towers straight down and put pressure on Suebi. Alright, archers on fire at will. They will shoot on people on towers, but they're not aiming for this blob. They're aiming for the tower. So nothing's going to happen. Always make sure your archers are on fire at will, are off of fire at will. Make sure your Galatian legionnaires are off formation attack. Any unit that has formation attack, take it off. Suebi never has to worry about that because he's a barbarian faction. They don't have formation attack. Galatia is somewhat of a barb faction, but they're more of a progressive, during this time, progressive barb faction. Now, Massilia has units called thorax swords. They're a Greek unit that move in formations. You take them off as well, because the swordsmen will fight better, because they're hitting more people, and they're not forced into a formation. Alright, that Slayer is completely useless now. It's rendered useless at 24. We got some mercenaries that lost a firefight somewhere. Or was that artillery? Looks like it was maybe artillery? Or the Cretans? No, it wasn't the Cretans. So what we're trying to do, or at least what I'm trying to do, is take all the Javies first. Take the Javies, take the archer fire with these Celts. As I always bring, so my army comp in this one was messed up. What I usually like to bring is about 8 to 9 tribals, and the rest Celts. With either Oathsworn or a Cavgen, it really doesn't matter. Again, if you're playing with some friends and you notice they don't have Cavgens other than their general, bring the Cavgen general to help your friends out. This is a game where you have to play as a team. There is no, well, I'm a baller, so I'm going to take everybody. No. The game don't work that way. You're literally then taking a 4v1 where they can control you. Now cut your battle map in parts. So like one guy has this part, so he has to do a 1v3 or 1v2 for now, which is something I do a lot at the beginning, but that's because I have my full army and they're not committing their heavy tier. They're only using their light or medium tier against me. So if I bring in my tribals, I'm gonna end up cutting through all of them. So I tend to just use the Celts first, take the Javies. Do we have any Cav? Oh, the Cav battle is already started. I'm sorry about that, guys. We got the Mighty Horse fighting the Noble Blood, Cappadocians. Now, Cappadocians okay, he's running away. Is he, or is that? Yeah, he is. Don't run away with Cav. Especially against Shock Cav, because they will catch you and they will kill you. We have some Waylay Cav coming in for another charge. Mighty Horse is great for large funds. Not so great for ultra funds. That's where you want to jump up to either the Heavy Horse or your... I don't think Nervii gets Heavy Horse, but I would switch either to Heavy Horse or your Noble Cav Gen, because the enemy's probably bringing out heavier Cav if it's on Ultra Funds. Now, a lot of people like playing Ultra Funds because it kind of gives the randoms more of a fighting chance. I tend to like playing on Ultra for the fact that, again, easier to get parties, and it's easier to meet the randoms in the community, to talk with them, help them out, teach them some new stuff. Because we all want to see a good community that knows what they're doing, having fun, knows tactics. So when we jump into these games, it's going to be somewhat of a challenge. And a lot of people in this community, if you don't know what you're doing, just ask. Even the people who you're going against, they'll even teach you. They'll walk you through it. Hell, if you see me in the game and you're versing me, if there's an army that you don't know of, or that you don't want, that you're thinking of going with, but it's not that good, let me know. I'll show you a different army comp that you might have a better chance against us. So with this channel and the Total War videos, we have Wild Sweet. Wild Sweet is doing most of the Total War. I'm just gonna end up doing these replay battles and just explain where people messed up, or where it was the changing points of the battle, or how to beat the same battle strategists, or same ways we use how to beat our strategies. Well, it's pretty simple. You just have to work as a team. Now, if they all three were here committing archers and shit, we would have lost our Cretans. Our Celts would have been slaughtered, and I probably would have been pushed off or been repelled. Alright, so Dean is being aggressive with his archers, which is not a bad thing. It's a good thing. So just know, being aggressive with archers can be a good thing, also can be a bad thing, but you never push your archers up unless your team or you have them blocked. Alright, always have infantry in front of your general, or your archers, because your archers cannot win in melee combat. Now, an easy way to save your archers on a cav sally, if they charge into you, how cav works in the game is they get more kills when you're running away. Don't run away. Put your archers in the melee combat and have them fight. So that way they're taking less casualties and your infantry can get there. You're protecting them with your infantry. Yeah, I've already taken our breach. We now have a foothold. This is where I usually stage my infantry. Kind of pisses off my teammates because it slows them down as they're pulling up. But it's easier to grab them and send them into melee when they're that close. This is going to be a grind. This is always the grindy part of the battle through this little choke point. But if you keep constantly have someone attack it, it's going to keep forcing them to move more infantry to here, which in return helps my allies, because they're now, as I think what happens in this battle, I end up fighting Massilia and Galatia. They commit fully over here, and I'm fighting them over here. Now, while that's happening, Carthage is still moving down his line, trying to push down, because now Getae is moving over to Suebi. Suebi's losing his archers to Cretans. The reason why, if I play Tylis, my teammates focus on archers because I don't bring any range whatsoever. I try to save as many javelins as possible. Again, so there's pikes. We're going against pikes, we can defend against it. So far, I don't think any of these factions have pikes. Nope, none of them have pikes. So I might use my Javies earlier, or I might just use them late game to kill off some like heavy units, like Galatian legionnaires, instead of on the Celts or Galatian swords. You're eventually gonna have to throw something in. Alright, I wasn't paying attention here, and one of my tribals got caught up. He's trying to go this way, but I actually had him in a fan. So how to fix that, you just pull him out, narrow his formation, or move him to the side so he can pull around the unit. Now, as you can see, it's somewhat still of a little pull through, which I do apologize. But this pull through isn't a aggressive pull through, it's just to get your unit out, which you can do. Still, I would just throw an apology up in chat saying, hey, I accidentally pulled through, it wasn't meant to be a pull through, which still works. Just make sure that you don't fuck over the enemy when you're doing it, because that's unsportsmanlike. Alright, to all people who are new, don't bunch your archers up in one blob, because then one archer could easily kill all 4 of yours. Because each archer needs, the reason why they're in loose formation, they need the room to shoot their bow. Now you can't shoot a bow with literally a guy standing right here. Oh, she died. Not the ladies. Why are you killing the ladies, team? Oh, I think this is an archer that he was pretty much not caring about. I think he's about almost out. Because I was talking to him, letting him know his archer was being killed by Suebi at this moment. But I think he told me don't worry about it. Normally on this map, when I'm attacking this way, I end up with the most kills. Because I was the one longest in combat. And if you can, always just throw a unit over here. For all you know, he could actually break all this and then come down and take the hill. And once you have the hill taken, move your archers up here and shoot down on this line. But even at that, they don't have a chance against tribals and Celts because they're literally using hillmen and Galatian swords. The Galatian swords are amazing. They're better than the Celts, in my opinion. But there's a lot of people out there who would disagree. And that's fine. Everyone has their opinion on who the best units are in the game. Falxmen, you don't want them to charge you. And especially if you're Suebi, you should be charging back. Wolf Warriors that stood still at 51 men and only 53 kills is literally disgusting. All these archers, instead of shooting, the Gallic warriors, you should be focused on the Falxmen. You want to kill the Falxmen. You don't want the Falxmen to be literally sitting there ready to cycle and ready. You want them dead. And this time where Carthage, Waldseed, and Thunder go down this way. Thunder's going to end up sitting here and fighting here to put more pressure here now, which will force some of these men or archers off of me. Either way, the Cretans have been fighting a huge ass battle and killing a lot of archers. There was a lot of Armenian archers that was killed here at the beginning. Is this the injured one? Yeah, he's still injured, 99. Alright. This Armenia actually smart. He brought the Eastern archers. You don't want to bring the elite Eastern archers or the elite Persians. I don't know what they're called. They're really not worth the money. They're pretty much same armor, same health, same stats. The only thing Persian elite archers get, if I'm right, is precision shot, and you're paying double than what you would do with this archer. Sometimes the abilities aren't worth it. Yeah, these Falxmen, they did amazing compared to what they normally would do if they were playing a player that knew what he was doing. Yeah, Bloodsworn always are an amazing target to shoot at. You can shoot at them frontal and get a shit ton of kills. Like, just see how they're dropping. That was a full unit and 2 volleys later. That unit is down half. Never turn around. Wait for the volley to be done, then turn around and run. You have a better chance. So now he's he's trying to bob and weave. He's dodging, archer dodging, which is smart. And I'm glad someone did it in this video so I could show people what I mean by archer dodging. Club Levy. Oh, here comes the horde of Illmen again from Armenia. Galatian Legionnaires now finally coming up to the front line. These are the guys I was talking about. This is Galatia's best unit. If you bring them on Ultra Fund, make sure that at least chevron 1 or 2 times. Once they're chevron once or twice, they turn into a beast unit. There's still a beast unit on large funds. Don't let me get that wrong. Like, they're straight up Savage. And right now I'm taking all the Massilian Thero spears. I don't even know how this guy got to where he was. Oh, did he bring the noble cat? No, he brought the general's bodyguard, which is still a good unit. But I just want everyone to know, I found this out the hard way, but a Syrian archer can kill it. Like, in melee, can kill a general's bodyguard. I found that out the hard way. Oh, I'm using my Javies now. Okay. I think I just left them with Javies on. I wasn't paying attention. I really don't care for range in this game. You can get the job done with infantry. So, Carthage is over here. There's the Galatian general outside the wall. Hidden now. But we all know he's not hidden. By God, we know he's there. Yeah, and Suebi and Galatia, they're spread thin. Like, I don't know where Armenia's full army is. Like, I'm just seeing Hillman and Cav. There's still got to be some Cartley and Axeman there. Dude. He didn't spend that much on Cav. He did spend half his money, though, or a good fraction of his money. I'd say about a third on Cav. And thanks to Wild Sweet, the archers bonus they had on us is no longer there. And also he's been front dumping me the whole time, so oof, I wasn't paying attention here. I should have charged with that. Oh, never mind, I was. I'm just cycling him out, let him take the charge. Do they have ammo? They do, shit. So I'm fighting more of Galatia's main force over here now. It's getting ready to send at me. Oh, and there's the car. Why is he moving Carly Axeman back and not to the front line? Always fight for the front line, guys. Always. Because if you don't, you die. Yeah, Blackfoot has got a lot of ammo. So far in this fight, you've only been seeing Tylis, Carthage, and Getae fight, while Blackfoot literally watches our rear until we get everyone inside, and our artillery's used up. And then that's when he starts entering. He's always the last one in, because he's the one that focuses on Sally defense. Now, you need to cycle with tribals. They have a decent charge ability. Bonus is 26. That's really, really good for infantry. They're not going to be anywhere near Falksmen, which literally have a really good, really good charge bonus and melee attack. But they are, the one side effect is they have no armor. Yeah, tribals, these babies right here are literally one of the best infantry. Again, I will always preach tribals as literally high middle tier. Because even Tylis, they also get the Oathsworn, which Oathsworn and Galatian Royal Guard are, for Grand Campaign factions, are pretty much the best infantry you can bring. I mean, there are some infantry specifically to certain factions that are high tier that I also like, but I wouldn't put them up to be better than Oathsworn and stuff. That's sword masters, heroic nobles. I know there's another faction with a specific high tier. Armored Kushay Shotels are still also one of the top ones. The only reason why I'd put Oathsworn on top of them and the Galatian Royal Guard on top of them is because of the headhunt. If Oathsworn didn't have headhunt or Galatian Royal Guard didn't have the headhunt, Armored Shotels all the way. Hands down. Or Disciples of Epidemic. If used correctly, those things will devastate whole armies. I mean, let's see if the Berserkers have been sent in yet. Bloodsworn, what is that, Club Levy action? Why do you have Club Levy still alive? You should be sending all your Club Levy at this point should either have been dead before you sent the Bloodsworn in. I see 1, 2, 3 Berserkers. Oh, you want a Fear build. Suebi is great for Fear builds. Yeah, 3 Berserkers. Right? 1, 2. Maybe I'm wrong. 1, 2. 2 Berserkers. That's a Wolf Warrior. That's what I was getting confused about. I've only seen 2 Berserkers so far. Yeah. Yeah, and by the time Carthage lands, most of their defenses here are already fallen. Because they reinforced multiple lines. And now I'm just doing the grind. Trying to grind down a lot of these Galatian legionnaires. Yeah, that line's not breaking anytime soon unless we throw a Noble Swords into it. Yeah, Noble Swords is also the other one I was thinking of. With Getae. They do have some very strong infantry, these guys right here. Their stats are pretty damn good. They also have Headhunt, which is what makes them pretty damn good. Yeah, Bo's foreign. Much better. I think at this point, Blackfoot, when he enters, gives me a little break from cycle charging. He starts pushing the front eventually. I think at this moment I still have a shit ton left. Yeah, I still have travels I haven't seen combat. My Celts, on the other hand, definitely did. I think I'm lining them up just to go right into. I'm doing it with a smaller unit, so. Oh no, it's still a pretty decent size unit. Yeah, those jabbies. So, what you have to do is be very careful. Oh, he's trying to pull. So, this is not a pull through because I know the other player didn't mean to do it. So when you cycle, sometimes you have a chance of getting the unit to follow you, and then you charge in and it's still following the unit you pulled out. Now, with that being said, it's also kind of a cheese thing to do if you're the guy who's just cycled, because once that unit goes inside your tribals, those tribals are instantly going to kill him with back attacks and stuff, so it will damage the Galatian Legionnaire a little bit more. Whose archers is that? I think it's, oh yeah, it's Nervii. Getae's archers are finally getting into the wall. Do we have everything finally coming in? Oh, Carthage is still out. What does he have? Libyans upon Libyans? Mercenaries, Ammonites, yeah. Libyans. So he has 9 at full infantrymen outside the wall right there, ready to land. But those berserkers might tear him up. Berserkers are kind of a scary thing in this game. Like, if this game had a horror unit, that would be it. These guys, once they go in rage, just... The only way to really counter berserkers is you shoot them from a distance and pray to God they don't break the unit that you're using as a wall to engage it. Sorry guys, again, doing multiple recordings this morning so that way I can give you guys the entertainment that you deserve. Again, if you like it, don't forget to hit the like and subscribe. If you didn't, please leave a comment telling me what I did wrong. If you feel like you want to leave a comment and tell me what I did right, please do so. I would really appreciate that. We just started about 2 weeks ago, so we're trying to hit the ground running. And I think we're doing so far a good job. We're at 52 within 2 weeks, so I do appreciate everyone who helped me out. Every subscriber so far, thank you. Thank you so much. Our 50th subscriber was Sprinkles. So, if you're watching this, thank you, Bubba. We really appreciate you guys. I really appreciate everything you guys do. All you subscribers do. I'm just happy that I have some people that actually like what I put out, or like watching what I put out. I mean, if you like to see more Total War videos, what we're going to start doing is we're going to release a Total War video with a horror video every day, is what we're trying to work for. Or at least what I'm trying to go for. Give the first month a leeway on the double feature. We're still working on this month, and then hopefully... We have literally 45 videos that were scheduled to come out this month. So the double features we tried to put towards the end of the month. So hopefully by the 20th you should be seeing double features. I've been working my ass off, and Mr. Thunder has been working his ass off with the scheduling. He's the one that does all the YouTube stuff, like the descriptions, the tags. He handles our social media. We have Facebook. We have a... Oh my God, I really can never remember all of the social media platforms. We have Snapchat. We have TikTok. If you guys want to just talk and put up ideas there, go right ahead. Tell me what you guys want to see, and I'll play the game. I don't care. If it's within the means of me getting. Now, AAA games, I probably can do one once a month, because they're usually $60 to purchase, and I myself am not a rich man. So, but I will say this: we are 100% willing to put out 2 videos. We probably should be able to. Now, what I'm trying to do, since we're a Yeet Federation, we're a federation of gamers, if there are anyone watching here that wanna put out some content with us, we are a group of gamers. We will gladly put your stuff out there for you. We just need the content if you want to send it to us. I have a few gamers that are going to be sending up certain content, like EFT, Escape from Tarkov content, where there's a guy that I know who is 40, 50 times way better than I am and can show you the action. He's really, really good, and hopefully we can get him to sit down at the table. Also, we have some people that play Rust, and we'll be able to get some Rust on this channel. What we're trying to do with the Federations, we want to give everybody that one channel that has everything. So, because I know it's kind of annoying while you're looking at this YouTube video, and you'd be like, man, I want to watch horror. Okay, well, we have that. I want to watch action. We have that. EFT, Dark Tide, or some that want to watch an RTS. We have Rome. And I personally will be releasing some other games eventually in the future for the RTS genre. But yeah, again, let me know. Leave comments what you want to see me play, and if I have it, I have it. I have literally access to over 1,000 games, and eventually, hopefully, somewhere I'll have it. And if there's old games, like back from the early 2000s or the late 90s, where like Shadow Warrior or something like that, or the old Wolfenstein, you want to see me play, I have them, I'll gladly play them. But again, that's up to you guys, not up to me. Remember, I work for you. As we're watching the little area over there, we're watching Archer fight. Let's go to Carthage's side. We haven't seen him really much, because that's just a constant grind between me and Nervii going into Galatia and Massilia over there. But I think I end up sending Blackfoot over here to help them out, because it's the berserkers that fuck them up. Actually, I think the archers killed them. Now, as a Suebi player, this Suebi player made me cringe a little bit. I absolutely rock and love Suebi on defense. The thing that made me cringe the most is he never charged. He just sits there and lets them charge him, which you can't do with Suebi. You have to charge. All your units have good charge bonus. Like this one has 35. Now, Bloodsworn have a 15 to infantry. But yeah, all their range is being destroyed right now. Or what's left of their range. Yep, and now I'm pushing here, and this is where I think I tell Nervii to go help them out. Where he fully helps me. Now, this is a kill box, alright? They did good with this. They have the Galatian swords, legionnaires here, but what they messed up on is they weren't using their archers, and also their archers were very, very depleted. Yeah, so at this time I just said screw it and decided to take the choke point, because that's less arrows hitting me. Now if they were smart, they would have put archers up here too to shoot down at me, but they're also worrying about their front, which full Carthage army is just sitting right there. Wild Suite loves Javi play, so berserkers on Wild Suite would probably be the worst idea. If Suebi was smart, he would have brought the berserkers to me and had Galatia move back over here to help hold this line. Now, or Massilia fall back, and I guarantee those berserkers would have destroyed what I had left, because this is literally all you're seeing right here is what I have left. But I think I start breaking through with my general here very soon. I do not care about my general. I usually will use him to break through a lot of light infantry first. Like, I'll usually send him up first to cut through it all, and then I let my tribals fight the medium tier, which the tribals are the highest medium tier you can actually purchase. And I think I cycle out this Nervii troop with a tribal. And that tribal doesn't get a lot of kills, and I think he dies because of all the shooting from the side. I think Massilia actually moves his archers back and starts shooting the sides as well. But guys, remember, teamwork is key in these type of games. Like, I'm literally just keeping these guys. Like, I know I can break through it, but that's the least of my worries. Like, I really don't care about what happens here. Now, I think Getae also comes around this way to fight the Cartly Axemen, while Carthage keeps pushing the front, or what's left of the front. Oh, berserkers now. So, berserkers on Libyans, usually a bad idea for the Libyans. Carthage is great and all, but they're more of a mercenary base force, and they don't really have that good morale. Like, the 55, it's still decent, but like, you look around, you're gonna find units that will be, well, it's pretty normal. Swordmasters, they're a high tier unit, so their morale is gonna be high. I don't recommend using Libyans against berserkers unless you're going to do Javi play, like, which is what Wild Sweet's doing right now. Like, it's perfect. I can show you how to use Javi play in this video. Alright, so what's going to happen is he's going to shield wall this dude eventually and keep both of these guys on him, and then while they're on him in a little consolidated box, he's just going to Javi him from the side. Or he might not even need to put it in shield wall. Oh yeah, you're not going to need to. Those... Oof! Them berserkers just got dropped. 29 kills in my first Javi? Hell yeah. Those berserkers lose fucking go completely fucking enraged. Yeah, see, they have a thing called they literally have a perk. Sorry, I think it's the one that's screaming. Like, if you look down the bottom left corner, you'll have the eye, then you have the head with the skull with something over it, and then you have the scream. That's fear. So that's a fear bonus, which means it's a negative penalty to any morale to the unit that's in combat with it. Yeah, I think I've moved my general in now. He's just getting ready to kill. Like I said with strategist general, like, if you go Oathsworn with a strategist general, you literally have a badass unit, because it can keep refreshing itself and using battle rhythms with its headhunt, which, as you can see, boosted his stats with the white bars. Base morale 355. He ain't breaking. Weapon damage 61 with a 76% chance to hit when everything's buffed. Yeah, headhunt is ridiculous. He's tired. I'll eventually second wind him. I wasn't paying attention, I guess. I think I was looking over at Carthage's side, making sure he had that handled. So he was saying he was having trouble with berserkers. There's an 80 unit berserker there, another 80 over here. Yeah, I second wind to my general. He's going to get a lot of kills. He's stuck at 25 right now, but I think I get him up over 200. Now, at this point, what would have been a smart move for Thunder to do is single target each of these archers and get like 4 off the board each. Or he's just dumping into the Swordmaster General, which honestly is not a good idea. I would have held your ammo for the Berserkers. Well, you could have killed off these archers pretty quickly. Here's the 29 kills. He'll go back in here soon once I have his headhunt activated again. These Cartleys, so normal people don't usually attack this gap because the archer's on the side and it gives them sword side shots, so most people won't attack there. I don't recommend it either. If you're going to attack a side, attack this side, because if they're still shooting at you, they're still shooting sword side shots. Oh, yeah, he's just letting... Okay, so Blackfoot's at the point in the battle where he's just letting his archers die due to being out of ammo and wasting the enemy's ammo. Whew. So, this is a predicament you all don't want to find yourself in. If there's a... You want to try to fight more for the wall. But we kept... I would have fought for here a little bit longer and had more on the hill, because you could have done a kill box here, one unit lined up right here, one unit lined up right here, archers on the hill that prevent our archers from coming in, and also are getting side shots and back shots on this unit attacking here. Have some archers here doing the same thing right here. You might need them back them up like right here, so that way when a unit hits, it's putting its back towards these archers and you gun them. You're just gunning that whole horde down pretty quickly. That's another way to use archers on defense. If you find yourself pulled back to here, what I would have done is have a unit here and then drew a line here and then had the archers gun down everything on this line. And then you could have put archers here that would gun everything down here. Get crisscross. I mean, honestly, looking at the board, this is a unwinnable situation. Their archers are depleted. They're very healthy and heavily, like, a very healthy unit is unit, or not unit, but the teammate is Galatia. I would have had Galatia, push back, fall back, while Suebi came over and dealt with me. Because with those berserkers, I had no range. He would have devastated me, and then with me gone, everything over here would have been freed up to come back. But they didn't. Pay attention to the field of battle, guys. If you see a faction that you know you can take with berserkers because they don't have range, take it. Because you already know I'm out of range because Nervii is out. The only archers we got really are Getae's archers left, and he's just trying to use up his ammo. Oof. Alright, so he hit his own man with that. Like, I don't even know if he had even sent in a noble sword yet. We have a noble sword here, noble sword here. You only have 2? Getae usually... Oh, he probably only brought 2 because he brought the cav. I recommend with Getae, try to bring as many noble swords as possible and wait for the end. Because there's a problem when you fight a huge... It's a problem when you fight a big group of noble swords at the end when you pretty much already used up fighting. But again, everyone brings their own army comp. Everybody has their own... brings their own army comp, and everyone has their own idea on what a good army comp is. Now, I purposely took this with this depleted tribal and left him there because I wanted him to get shield side shots on me and waste all his ammo on that Thureos on that one tribal. That tribal's already gone. Like, he's already down halfway. Yeah, okay, and here's some more noble spearmen. Okay, Armenia. Anything that is a Persian or Middle Eastern faction that has the word noble in it, don't buy. Unless it's a cav. Do not buy their infantry, like noble swords, noble spears, noble whatever. If you're the like in the Kushite area, like desert or like Nabatea or anything that can bring the noble swords, do not bring them. And if you are going to bring them, only bring one. And use it for its support role, meaning standing behind your low tier so it can keep the morale up, because it does have Inspire. Yeah, I wouldn't have charged those Cartly Axemen because they did have Javies. And also the Archer Fire. Thunder, you did good though. You did good this fight, brother. I think all of us did really well with teamwork. I was able to trying to kill that Galatian Legionnaire first. And then I'm gonna move up, and I think I Javi him first and then I charge, but I'm not really sure. I don't really remember. Now, what I do also recommend, if you have your RD still outside this late game, bring your crew in, because each of those crew give an enemy cav or so, like 1 chevron, 1.5 chevrons, if I remember right. So that's 3 chevrons that unit would get if it killed both of these RD out here. I could be wrong on the amount of how many it would take, or whatever, to give the chevrons, but it would be over 2. I know that. Yeah, he's out of ammo. So now at this point in the battle, we are all out of ammo. I think we're gonna bring his men up to Javi down what's left. Noble Spears, I see why you brought them, because they're a high-end unit. Thinking that would be late tier. They are technically high tier for Armenia, but save the money and bring Cartleys. The Cartleys are your best infantry. See, they have 43 melee attack and 26 weapon damage, where the spears have 32 melee attack and 29 weapon damage. So you gain what, 2 more damage with your weapon? 3 more damage with your weapon. These guys have a charge bonus 25, 75 armor, and 55 health. These guys are going to have more armor. By 5. That's not worth it. 60 base morale, and they do have Inspire. So that's what you're paying for. Like, these are literally like $1,100 units, where the Cartly Axemen are $700. Ish. I think they're 760, 780. They're definitely more worth than the Noble Spears. This is where, in my opinion, this army comp went bad. Don't waste money on that. And his cav fight out here was just like, where was it? I'm looking for dead bodies of cav. It was around here, right? A lot of dead cav bodies. Oh well, I'm not gonna look. I'm getting done with that one. Let's look at the battle. We have archers again out of ammo. Shit ton of them. Don't throw your archers in if they're out of ammo, because there's a thing in this game called unit losses, and it doesn't go off of how many men are in the unit. It goes off of how many flags you have. So once the flags start dying down, like really down to like 5 more flags left, you're gonna see them start flashing white. That means they're panicking because almost all their forces are dead, and most of the time they'll just run away. They'll shatter instantly and run, trying to survive. But again, that's where these type of units come in handy, or your general comes in handy, because they're a morale booster. Glacier Noble Cav trying to get as many kills as possible right now. 99 kills in general, only lost 8 men. Yeah. Literally, okay, if they're jabbing you, charge. If they're jabbing you, just charge right in. Yeah, there we go. There we go. He's doing it. And he charged in, which left this little gap right here. Yes, you can go through this. This is big enough to go through. And I think me and Blackfoot I take my general, and he takes his gorilla sword eventually through too. Oh no, he's covering it now. Yeah, and these guys are being chopped up by gorilla swords. A 700 unit, and these guys are 1100. They're getting chopped up. They're not worth it. I'm telling you right now, they are definitely not worth it. And the front lines for Armenia, Massilia, Suebi, and Galatia are now collapsing. Galatia is pretty much dead. All he has is general and I think an archer left. Yeah. Yeah, he fully committed against me over on this side, and then Blackfoot helped, which was the final push I needed, and we got it. Yeah, but we usually tend to do that. Last guy in will come and fight with me, where the second, third will end up being distraction forces. The second guy who's in will come here. Third guy will come all the way down here, and once Blackfoot's moved in, he will jump in and start fighting the final choke. These berserkers are no shit. They're going against really high-end units, and you're going to see them get a shit ton of kills on them. Like, I don't know. These guys are just broken, dude. They're freaking awesome. Okay. So now we're back over here. There was a gap now because the gorilla swords killed the guys on the left side of that unit, which opened up a gap. Now we're behind them, and now we're going to wait to jabby him in the back once this unit turns around. If he doesn't, he's going to be giving us all back shots for this whole fight, which is pretty much a guaranteed hit. And critical, which means they hit for their most damage, which for these guys is 40 damage. Whose general was that? Oh, it's Galatian general. He's coming over here now. And he has 3, right? 2 chevrons. How many men left? 39? Half his unit? He's not doing too bad with half a unit left. Yep, I'm getting ready to send the big guy through. Face it this way. Oh yeah, this is where I come in with 3 tribals. I pull this one and this one up, and I hit here, here, and here. Always, if there's 3 units watching it, make sure you throw 3 units into that to make sure you cut through all at once. You don't want to keep giving them a chance to I want to give them a chance to recover or run away, as those 3 units could have been used over here. And that's what my job was to do, is distract and pull as many units onto me as I could, which they fell for. Which they used pretty much half their force on me, if I remember right. And it gave my allies a chance to double team Suebi. And Suebi is good and all, but being double teamed or triple teamed, I can only pull it off a few times. Like, even I play Suebi a lot, and there's times where I can't even pull it off. Yeah, look at that charge, dude. Instantly started getting kills. Get a thumbnail. Thumbnail printed and saved. Sorry guys. tend to try to get some thumbnails each time I watch these replays and do the recording. So that way, I just send him the thunder, he puts it on, and he gets all the stuff ready for you guys on YouTube. If I can get some comments in this Discord, or not Discord, but in this video, thanking Mr. Thunder, I think he'd really appreciate it. He's the guy that usually sits behind the frames. He's the one behind the scenes doing everything for our social media and everything. He's probably the one guy, when you leave your comments, is the guy reading them. I try to read them too, but most of the time I'm recording so I can keep giving you guys what you guys deserve. Entertainment. Yeah, I just think he would like to hear a thank you. So if you guys can do that, that'd be great. Hoster in general at 170 kills. 71 now. Yeah, I just sent him in and tried going around him, but it looks like I got stopped. And I'm cleaning up Massilia over here, which will soon start putting in morale bonuses and debuffs, like right there. And back here, Armenia's general is not doing so well. The mighty noble horse, my bad, from Nervii, Blackfoot's general, is trying to cause some chaos. Yeah, I'm trying to capture the gate right now, make sure they can't run away. The only way they can run away is through here now. And as you can see, Massilian Cav, I think that was the Massilia general, dead. Yeah, so army laws, the thing I was talking about earlier, is happening right now. You see the red dot and yellow dot and the green dots over the flags. If it's red, that means their morale is crap right now and they're ready to run. If it's yellow, that means they're deciding if they're going to win or not and deciding if they want to run or not. Green means, obviously, they're good to go. They're happy. The whole army is doing great. Let's see, so far whose generals are dead. Armenians are alive. Actually, Armenia is literally the only one alive. Army loss is broken, being slaughtered by Getae's general as they're running away. Armenia's general is gonna die. Yeah. Alright, let's take a look at the scores, guys. Alright, you have Wild Sweet with 1980 losses and 2,503 kills. His army comp is always good. He brought in perfect amount of infantry he needed. His Gauls did phenomenal, helping me on the front line. And we go down to me with 2,762 kills and 2,064 losses. I sustained heavy losses. My Celts did phenomenal, with the lowest one being 100 kills. My general had almost 200. You have the tribals, 222, 225, 190, 137, 104. These two didn't do so well. It looks like this guy was just starting to get in combat, the 38 one. I have 112, 187, 201, and 198. They can do it a lot better. I messed up a few times in that battle. We have Mr. Thunder as Getae with 2,586 kills and 2,219 losses. His noble swords did awesome with 217, 314. His artillery could have been better, but I understand he wasted a lot more ammo on the breach than he should have. His cav did okay. We have an 89 one, but the 167 definitely paid for itself. His archers did okay with 103, 111, 133, and 162. His falksmen honestly were the best falksmen I've seen in a while. 107, 214, 153, and 157. Do not let them charge you. They are literally weakest they have no armor. Just throw 2 volleys into each one of them and you've pretty much killed them. And you've gotten a lot of kills doing so. His axemen did okay. 194 is good. 73 is could have been better. 201 and 126 are good. 201 is great. 126, still pretty good. Spearmen, well, they were meant to burn towers and stuff, so I wasn't expecting much from them. Then we have Blackfoot, my main man. We have his noble cav at 101 kills, 70 on his arty. He had 1,619 kills with 1,503 losses. He also was the last one to enter, really. So he was just cleaning up my side with me. His guerrillas did good for what they do. Now we're going to go to Loops as Suebi with 1836 kills, 2,371 deaths. Now, I like the Berserkers, I do, but the build I go with is 3 Swordmasters, a bunch of, with the 4 Kimbries, of course, which is what he brought, and nothing but Bloodsworn and Club Levy after the 3 Swordmasters and the 4 Archers. The Bloodsworn are amazing. The Wolf Warriors are great and all, but you're kind of taking a hit because they lose the 15 damage to infantry, and they only gain I think 3 more charge bonus, and they have a fear ability. But I just recommend just doing club with Bloodsworn. Use your Club Levy outside the wall with your archers on the wall and see if you can't get some good side shots at the very. He did okay. Hey, really, for not charging, he did good. Then we have Germanicus as Massilia. Kills 1,853 with losses of 2,554. Let's take a look. One of his Gallic hunters did well. I don't know why he didn't bring all 3. His swords did what thorax swords do. They killed. Massilia thorough spears, which I do recommend. Maybe 3 at most, not 4. Axe warriors are great, but I'll just bring the thorax swords and bring as many Celts as you can. His idea with the slinger was a good idea, but the Tarantine Cav, completely useless. Only got him 15 kills. Now we have Shinobi, the MVP of their team, with 2,037 kills and 2,703 losses. The Legionnaires, as always, did phenomenal. You probably could have brought some more Galatian swords. Your archers did good for the situation they found themselves into, and your general did good. You fought to the very end, so good job, Shinobi. Now we have Bob Marley, 562, with 1,369 kills with 2,173 deaths. Now, the Cappadocian is great. Just can't use them the way you used them. Don't charge into a freaking trap, and that's what you did. Your Eastern Archers did great for the situation they found themselves in. Your General, honestly, I would have brought an Royal Cataphraction. He would have done a lot better. Your Hillmen are great. You did right. I would, just the only complaint, get rid of those Noble Spears and just bring Cartleys and Hillmen. You would have done a lot better, brother. I wouldn't even brought the Cappadocian Cav. I would have went with the, I don't know if they can bring the Steppe Cav, but go with Light Shock Cav instead. So that way, if your Sally is shit, you didn't waste that much. And also, the Shock Cav will still get a lot of kills. We'll have a lot more kills than these guys got. So, alright. I'll see you next time on Yeet Federation video, and have a good night. And if you liked it, don't forget to hit a like and subscribe. If you didn't, please leave a comment saying something that I could fix. I appreciate it. Bye.